That's a serious expression you've got there. Did something catch your attention? I mean, no. Do you? I see. Isn't it? But that's not.
You know, I'm most jealous of people who have houses to live in.
If you are an outsider, you should leave. Do not interfere with...
Dangerous thoughts! Resonate all together! Light, soul, stars echo! Welcome to my world! Renew your definition. World so high, let me show.
There's no reasoning with those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave. Still not ready yet. Let's do it!
My turn! You!
Norija Netta.
You can't run! Try that again!
Time's up!
Time for a
Dangerous thoughts. Harmony and unison.
Bring it on! There's your reward!
You can't run! Try that again! Here!
naughty child.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move!
Nap time.
Still not ready yet. Let's duel! Time's up!
Go away! May song bring us victory.
Time for a shot.
Waiting in line for a bullet? Still not ready yet.
Try that again! Harmony and unison. Tonight, stars echo.
There's no reason those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Bring it on! Here's your reward!
Your face way to the beat, hands up. Dangerous thoughts. Resonate all together. It's okay. It's okay. Watch this awesome move. Go away. You can't run!
Blade of moonlight. something and get another.
Stories Echo! Harmony and unison. You can't run! You! Watch this awesome move! Try that again!
Nap time.
You can't run!
Blade of moonlight.
Here! Try that again!
Just a little something and get another. Ready for death?
Dangerous thought! Resonate all together! Stories Echo! Welcome to... You can't run! Watch this awesome move! Try that again!
Blade of moonlight.
We're reaching heights unseen. Whoa, whoa. Feel the fire deep within. You're the key to where my trust begins. Dangerous thoughts! Harmony and unison. Here! You can't run!
That's better.
Try that again!
Just a little something and get another. Blade of moonlight.
Watch this awesome move! Stories Echo! Welcome to
flame.
Dangerous thoughts. Harmony and unison. Feeling spiffy?
Bring it on!
Just a little something. It won't be enough.
Doors echo.
That's better.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Let's do it! There's your voice!
I'll go easy this time.
There's no reason those with the most gun. Those who dig their own grave. All you stinks, bring it on!
Naughty child. Next time. Just a little something. It won't be enough.
There's enough. I hope. Resonate all together. Feeling spiffy?
Time for a shot.
May song bring us victory.
Waiting in line for a blitz duel. You know, I'm most jealous of people who have houses to live in.
This trash can is...
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected. It's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony hear the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the Sweet Dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Mr. Trailblazer? That line actually makes me a bit nervous.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him, not to mention the Stellaron in his possession. We must proceed with great caution.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? Huh. I knew it. As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you, if I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it's...
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially Senior Strategic Investment Department head.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't...
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake, McKinney.
Don't you have something else to tell us?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the three Nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Razali, if I'm not mistaken. We've already met him somewhere.
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and
Hey, you can't just make up titles like that.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his... As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze. Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
there again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
What's happening?
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last nameless of Penacony, Mikhail Char Legward, the Watchmaker.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes?
Well, let's have a look.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble? How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so... that mischievous old man.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have...
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel.
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express.
The Astral Express? But
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hang, and
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom. A new Nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
he's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation.
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests...
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check up.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest...
How about you just wake up someone?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper...
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companion.
It seems so.
Oh, fudge. Look, nothing personal, but if you can't handle this...
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to come...
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the...
Sure thing. Just... Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
The Charmony Festival is about to start.
Hey! You guys here for...
Well, I didn't come all the way here especially for the festival. Honestly.
Well, back in my homeworld, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birth...
Oh, come on! The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-Amber-era event. How can a birthday party compare?
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthday... Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the,
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong? It better not ruin the...
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry.
Oh, that's a relief. Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the...
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I traveled all the way from the...
What do you mean?
Wait.
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived.
She doesn't appear to be acting. So... back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm starting to wonder. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape and wherever we go.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything in... I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that son...
We shouldn't linger here too long.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed VIPs?
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for now. Even if the family has, they don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just...
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boothill, if you have...
I'm sorry. But it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal them...
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play. You're the
Yes, I am.
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something. We've been waiting here forever, without any food or water.
Is this your idea of street smarts?
It's called standing up.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday.
See? Just like that.
Just don't...
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a...
Hasdana's White Oak.
Oh, no way.
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all.
That's strange. Well, could it be that...
What should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Well, let's grab some drinks first. Let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here.
Wow, that's the most expensive one on the list.
It's on the house.
What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is fine.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh!
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that...
Hey, this guy doesn't know it.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests.
Let's give the memo keeper another half system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan.
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the Hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. Who in their right mind would Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux arrow do all the
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's hot.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a...
I'm not entirely sure, but I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a galaxy.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. Unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family...
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. We find it beyond human understanding because people do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved, but Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back.
You think Shipei's will is behind all this?
It may not necessarily be Shipei. There's definitely some higher entity, and it's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt.
But in my opinion, Akavili's fall holds significance.
Oh. So you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because they're...
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right. It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless...
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for... That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter. Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't...
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Well, going back to my old career would make... By the way, when you were walking around the hotel...
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family.
No need for that. We'll return to the
Wait. Are you getting scared?
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that Asdonis White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? Asdonis White Oak? But didn't you just say...
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of Asdonis White Oak just a moment ago.
Looks like your Memo Keeper friend has finally arrived.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many modifications and all. Anyway, let me check. Well, fork me. It says Donna's White Oak, all right. And there's a note. I'll be waiting for you on the...
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't...
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the astral...
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boothill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh, just in time.
2 guests?
Yeah, 2. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in...
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the Memo Keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boothill, this is our first face-to-face meeting.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. In the process,
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting...
as far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Heng. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boothill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods sow. How long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. It looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all. Well, mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail, and for some, their presence leaves...
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders. They emerge from the depths of Relics. Seeing themselves, they emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading they were once my dear companions.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lessons for me. I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield.
But you know, these sin-thirsters.
Does this seem pointless? Will some tasks have to be done?
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to... Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find...
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. If this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
A good question. And a profound one. What I do know is that one day, I too will someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, as I grew into adulthood, I left behind.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still.
Do you sincerely repent and vow to change your...
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated.
Oh, praise Sheepy. And thank you.
Next, please step forward.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you...
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket. My house, my land, and...
I see. Please, go on.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could...
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll work my hardest to redeem my children.
Next, please step forward.
Hey, long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in Penacony.
I have sought their presence with us. Let us...
Sure, let's just get this over with. I have sinned, please. That's it. Nothing more. When we wrap this up, I'm gonna rope...
Do you seek to atone for your sins through good deeds?
My sins? Starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to... You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave.
Oh, revered triple-faced soul. Here, who can judge the strong when their power, who can vouch for the weak? When they will pay any price, who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation, who Who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Brother? Brother? Brother, are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been working long hours.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the...
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so... we'll do our best to explain even if the negotiation does not go smoothly. I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chordmaster, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive.
I'm relieved to see your determination. You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the heads of...
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But...
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Miss...
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting. I apologize.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
Dear, it's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over here! Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, see the moon in the sky? If I just reached out my hand, I could grab...
The moon? You mean the...
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for but it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better than they told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony.
Selling everything you had? Why would you...
Why? Can't you see? It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams.
Is this truly living?
Huh? What did you say, young lady?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there?
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Wow. See you around, Mr. Sunday, and it was nice chatting with you.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. The man we ran into, he doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to...
I suppose you have a point. But...
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living. But that's not quite accurate. If people believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill, gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, people have to...
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value, and even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace. No tragedies exist here, only happiness, although in its nascent form.
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions.
Yes, seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along?
It's going smoothly.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
But if this went on forever, would it get...
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired? Every day you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without getting wet.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the...
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long living speech. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate.
I see.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin. I'm off to the Blue Hour.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate.
She had a valid point. And I could sense her genuine happiness.
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room.
However, the paradise in our dreams.
No. And the paradise we yearn for. The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all, no. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations. Especially...
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind.
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments.
How heart-wrenching.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and in true appearance. Well, I hope you never have to witness it.
So, you'll be living forever?
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, my world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole plane... How I envy those everlasting things.
That old man's story. It's so tragic. Fortunately, this sweet dream gives him joy.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
However, even this sweet dream has its limitations.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Wait, is that me? Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony...
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're Willow Penacony, the land of the dreams.
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken wing boy?
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Fest ends, it'll be thrilling.
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, seems like a lot has changed during my absence.
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this...
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream...
That might be true, but even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging, but now he is receiving hospice care in a comatose. Is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it taking...
Well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds. Because do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah, we took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed it.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters, because I didn't want to upset. Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have...
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people, some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always...
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which eon can make our dreams come true?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
I see. Then I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true through the power of the harmonious choir.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
Maybe you'll have to become a star first.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Since he's already carried out his last wish, my final mission is complete. But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future? But you have the numbers, and in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals and won't grant us an upper hand. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action. We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, and since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream, it's vital to the family's interests. By attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily. And as the saying goes, hate...
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater?
So, no one's gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand. I know the answer to this question. The Express crew would have been disbanded long ago. So I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soul Glad TM Festivity Auditions, or something, and it's going to be held in the moment of Scorch Sand. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar, and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin.
So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions?
I've already procured special invite. To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along, but now it looks like even if I scrape through...
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt.
We'll follow March's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that databank of yours.
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy. As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunt...
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now, everyone, let's prepare to move out.
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming...
Would you be open to a brief exclusive interview with us?
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky...
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty! The beauty, the beauty! Magnificent and majestic!
A knight's head is hard as steel. Brotherland's focus is stubborn as a heel. We don't all have to be winners, but if we don't have fun, we'd all be sinners.
People are pouring in. Kinda feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up. Let's get in there quickly and enter the competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, make way. Make way.
Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10 wealthiest tycoons and the Soul Glad business empire.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soul Glad's factory, Ideen Lena. My four friends, introduce yourselves to the audience across the cosmos.
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the
Don't you guys need to hide your identities?
Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so well known, the family won't dare to make any rash moves.
So it's a bunch of nameless guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular. Time is precious. My four friends, come with me.
Grab a bottle of Soul Glad and make your drink.
This place is buzzing.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation of that time known as the era filled with boundless possibilities. Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. I was still a young, bright-eyed lad back then. Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from Mr. Sousa. That sweet taste has since been etched in my mind. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. Oh, I miss those days, and the watchmaker. Scorched Sand Hall is my own. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next. Haha! That's the trailblazing spirit.
Hello, everyone! Next up, get ready for the Mega Mart.
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging the limits. That's Miss March 7th for you.
I hope that by the end of this journey...
Ah, a wonderful wish. Miss Human.
Safety first, everyone.
Simple words, but waiting for you are 3 stages, each connected to that era. The first 2 stages and, in the last stage, You will face off against a... Those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now, I hereby announce that the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, has started.
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her.
Fine by me. Let's do it.
All right. I don't have a problem with it.
We'll split into the assigned groups then. Let's not...
Welcome to the first stage of Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, Dream Play Fantasia. In the School of Acting Challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 scripts and move the pen. Now, make your choice.
The champion's crown awaits you on the stage. Welcome to the Arena of Action Stars. Please make your way to the stage and then...
Competitors, allow me to introduce the rules of this. There are a total of 3 stages up ahead, each with their own challenges. The enemies you will contend against are It's worth mentioning that the fastest time for this stage was achieved by a contestant with fiery red hair. Astoundingly,
Time is of the essence.
Contestants, you are about to confront the monsters of the primordial dreamscape. During this period, as dream chasers who've come to Penacony,
All the Soul Glad is ours! Don't even think about plundering the...
Harmony and unison.
There's no reasoning with those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave. Time's up.
I'm okay. It's okay. Told you I could fight. Phew! Time for a shot.
Let's do it. There's your reward.
I hope for an end to strife in the world. Here!
Naughty child. Nap time.
You can't run!
Bring it on.
May song bring us...
Oh, you stance.
Soul Glad Light!
Pretty simple. I just hope these...
Congratulations on becoming the first group of Dream Chasers! Answering the call from the wall just as you're about to get...
Why is our opponent?
Because this is...
Isn't this just product?
To safeguard the integrity of Soulglad, I will soar high into the...
Dangerous thoughts. Resonate all together. Night. Stars echo.
Waiting in line for a bullet. There's no reason those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
Gotta try hard some to watch this awesome move.
Let's do it.
My turn. Here.
Nap time.
You can't run.
Haven't eaten yet. Oh, you stand still. Time's up.
Told you I could fight. You're annoying. Gotta try hard some to watch this awesome move. Try that again.
Time for a shot.
There's no reason those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thank you. My throat is feeling much better.
The world kisses me with pain, and I provide.
Congratulations to our two Dream Chasers for establishing your... No matter how lengthy the battle, you all...
None will take my Soulglad away from me. I will use the Oh, dinosaur! Devour my enemies! Ah! Grab a bottle of Soulglad!
Dangerous thoughts. Harmony and unison.
Bring it on!
My turn. Here. You can't run. Try that again. Gotta try hard some to watch this awesome move.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Stars echo. Tough luck running into me. You.
Let's do it.
Try that again.
There's no reasoning with you, punch those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Here. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Nap time.
May song bring us victory. Harmony and unison.
Waiting in line for a bullet? Bring it on! Haven't eaten yet.
You can't run! Try that again. Told you I could fight. You!
There's no reason those with the most gun, those who dig their own grave. Let's duel. There's your reward.
Yeah.
Oh, you stand still.
Just a little something. If nothing else. Thanks a lot.
Bring it on.
I hope for an end to strife in the world. Told you I could fight. Fine brush.
Waiting in line for a bullet. Let's duel. Time's up.
The body withers, but the soul-glad name shall not. You truly are a beast, more than I can ever be.
That should do it. Okay. Let's go. Mr. Dang is waiting for us. Isn't this fight way off from the actual storyline?
Transforming into a dinosaur isn't imaginative enough for you? This is the sort of magic only seen after an extended battle. You finally emerged victorious! In the years that followed, you encountered each other once more on the prosperous streets of Penacony, but dared not call out to one another. Well done! You brought to life the
Looks like we won. Let's hurry up and get to the next stage.
Congrats to both of you for clearing the stage, but more important, look at the time! You finished much faster than that redhead.
That red-hair contestant.
You'll find out eventually, but only if you clear the next test first. Welcome to the second stage of the 33rd. You have the option to choose gunfire and undergo Brother Hanu's trial, or time, where you'll face Clucky's trial. Now, make your choice. Dear friends, welcome to the enchanting universe created by the Watchmaker. Awaiting you is it is said that these cartoon characters were inspired by the Watchmaker's own experiences. According to reason, enter into the world of Hanu via the TV by the entrance and partake in an
If it's a gunfire trial, we should be able to settle this with a fight, right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Are we both in control of this Hanu character?
Very good! Looks like you've got the hang of it! In this Hanu's Adventure episode, Boss Stone has gathered his battleships for an assault on Dreamville. Old Buzzfly, Cousin Wolf, and Bombhead are all raring to go. The brave Honu must thwart their advance and protect. Alas, Honu presently is ill-equipped to fend off the malevolent mischief makers, which is...
Oh, brave Hanu, you look like you could really use some help. Long time no see, Hanu. You look pretty stressed out. Oh my! Are you telling me that boss... Listen closely, Hanu. I'm aware you're in... But you know what? You'll have to play an exhilarating round of Dream Jigsaw first. Now scurry along, Hanu, but tread carefully. Two ne'er-do-wells are also eyeing those jigsaw pieces. Either outsmart them with a quick knockout, or ensure they don't catch you in the act. I can't wait to see you finish the Dream Jigsaw. Best of luck, Hanu.
Let's stay alert and make sure those monsters don't spot us. Look up there! If we can push that thing down, do you think that would do the trick? Finally, that's all the jigsaw pieces. Let's hurry back.
Oh my! The exquisite sensation of perfect alignment! My organizational itch has been quite thoroughly scratched. Hurry now, Hanu! Touch that TV set and transform back into your old self. Then head upstairs.
Are such haphazard instructions really okay? Disconnecting from that thing leaving so suddenly has left me feeling slightly disoriented. Is that Hanu? What exactly is he talking about?
Tick-tock! It's time for me to make an appearance!
Clocky? I can also see him. Is this character part of the show?
In Dreamville, Clocky is everywhere and can do anything! Like right now! Hanu says, battle! We must do battle! The enemy is at our doorstep, and we have no path of retreat! For the... Touch that suspicious-looking TV right now!
So they just jumped inside that TV. Sheesh. Logic in this plot and dialogue is really being pushed to its limits. Well, here we go again. Ready? I am gradually getting used to this.
Oh, did someone say high-level movies just now? That's right, pal. The upcoming script is just exploding with all sorts of high... Last we saw, Hanu was preparing for battle. Suddenly, he hears heavy footsteps coming from the hallway, but brave Hanu won't go down without a fight. He instantly sprints for the storage room, ready for a do-or-die showdown against the baddies.
But we still don't have any weapons in hand.
Guess what? Hanu's favorite bazooka just so happens to be in that storage room. So let's move on.
What a coincidentally convenient plot twist. It'd be even more awesome if... The storage room. It's behind the shelves, right? He wasn't lying. There's actually a bazooka here. Now we should have a way of dealing with those baddies.
Unstoppable Hanu has actually fallen! Quickly! Return to the battlefield and seek revenge against the bad guys!
This thing feels just like the soaring locust too.
we go again. But no big deal. We're pretty handy with this bazooka now.
The unstoppable humble. Everyone, please proceed with caution.
That should be all of them, right?
Oh my! Honor is on the street! Everyone! The stage is complete! Quickly! Head through the TV to the next...
Well, that's that. But it is gonna be hard to let go of this bazooka. Never mind. Let's hurry over to the next stage. Congratulations to both of you! Oh, you've overcome all obstacles and proven yourselves! But, unfortunately, there is only one who can be Penacony's festive superstar. In the final stage, you will face the defending champion. If you fail, you will lose the opportunity to become welcome to the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival's third stage in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, Superstar Showdown.
No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
Are you a Knight of Beauty? dangerous thoughts. Harmony and unison. Tonight, souls shall embrace. Stars echo. No more times.
There's no reason those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
Try hard, son. Watch this awesome move.
Bring it on.
Now,
Bear witness.
try that again.
Waiting in line for a... There's your reward.
Behold, this symbol of pure...
Let the duel commence.
Naughty child. I hope for an end to strife in the world.
Cleanse thy lord! Put forth all your might!
Try that again.
All you stand still. Let's duel. There's no reason those with the loaded gun, those who dig their own grave.
Just a little something, and nothing else. Try hard, son. Watch this awesome move.
Challenge.
Here.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Harmony and unison.
Waiting in line for a bullet. Time's up.
We don't have much time. May fate allow us to meet again, Night of Beauty. In that case, let's make our way to the end. Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Congratulations to the Galactic Baseballer and Firefly on becoming this Scorched Sand Festival's champions! We look forward to their amazing entrance in the Charmony Festival! Let's give a round of applause to our aspiring young guests!
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival. Before entering the Grand Theater, I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance. Your endeavors are worthy of extra recognition, and I've taken steps to ensure that. However, this reward is not a material one, but rather the opportunity for an open and honest... As previously promised, My sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron. Both I and the Oak family.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities can... Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminate. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail a dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our...
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use this Charmony Festival that...
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of... Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this Nameless would point the spear at me.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this out of concern for the...
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song.
Sunday, Robin, I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. The magnitude of this matter is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked the Sunday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me and question me in their stead?
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth?
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heavens.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make...
Let us begin. There is nothing else.
Understood? Question. Have you devoted your life to your god?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself? Always heeding?
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be...
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith.
Just a moment.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called the god you both mentioned. Are they truly Shipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity, such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god?
Perfectly harmonized. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has... In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the... Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find...
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause someday, please afford these two an opportunity.
What?
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish...
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Panic...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Shipe. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order on...
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to...
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral...
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed. Patience is a virtue. However...
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point...
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands, and just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape, least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one...
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders. so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my...
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray hair tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've selected a portion of these to share with you. I believe after going through similar predicaments, you'll be able to better understand. Let's begin. The first decision. This story happened when Robin and I were very young. We were victims of the Stellaron disaster later on. Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher, that baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, thinking back, that winter was unusual. It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So we decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild. Its destiny was determined by our moment. Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Stick to the original plan, and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell, or build a cage for it, and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home. I eagerly await your answer. Interesting. Since you've made up your mind, from what I've observed, there are at least 3 predators in that yard that prey on small birds. Even if they shy away from humans, these animals are still near apex predators. As for the choice you made, I am deeply sorry. This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, Aaron. He was a dream chaser and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he told me, I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, will you do as I did, and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit, so that the Dream Chaser may live, or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels, until his inevitable judgment arrives? I look forward to everyone's decisions. Who knows? I'm honored to witness you arriving at the same decision. Out of respect, I'll share with you the dire first, the outcome. He attained major success. After avoiding capture, he ran a business for a few years, very quickly making a name for himself, elevating his status. He might not have become a tycoon like old Audie, but he was considered a character of excellent repute. Now then, did he realize the wish he set out to achieve? No. The last time I saw him was in the real world, where the hounds were going to permanently exile him, and I was the accompanying bronze melodia. The mission was simple. Listen to the criminal's repentance. He told me the reason he was in this predicament was because he conspired to usurp the head of the Alfalfa family. When I asked him about his 2 children, he instead responded with a question. What children? In the end, my heart aligned with the harmony, and the good deed I dared to undertake held no value, turning instead into a wrongdoing. It created a lamentable oppressor and countless oppressed individuals. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies. Next comes the third and final decision. And the story this time is my own. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master, and as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its content. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from...
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue.
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8.
You're correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the harmony. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's...
Is she alright?
If the operation was successful, she should probably, by the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital arteries.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments.
How could this happen?
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the harmonies. Likewise, I've prepared one last question. One last, because this is merely a figment of imagination. A nightmare that has haunted me through. Would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony? I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the order where the strong govern the weak. I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life, and this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison, a place dictated only by the rule of survival. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis, that is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor... Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract. So allow me to provide a simple example. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of... And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during... From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit, living a life of dignity. This is what it is to live in bliss. Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome.
It sounds like a flawless theory. But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be made.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it isn't.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature, and from there, show compassion and protection.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves, the want to escape may be innate in the weak.
are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak? Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
What is this place?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know, but I feel a sense of deja vu.
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories. And so I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha.
I don't know much about dream bubble.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch might be correct. Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that we're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe he'll unveil the secret of this dream bubble.
All right, but there are doors all over the place. Which one should we choose? Do you have any idea, Misha?
I guess maybe this way?